I interviewed every Premier rating to see what keeps us coming back to the game and any tips and tricks they may have, so you don't have to. In part 1, I interviewed every Premier rating from unranked to 15k. If you haven't seen that yet, I would be very thankful if you checked it out. In this part, I spoke with a 20k, a streamer, and a Face It level 10 semi-pro. So without further ado, let's see what they have to say. What is your username?
Username for CS.
Is Counter-Strike 2 your first game? Your first Counter-Strike game? And if it's not, what other Counter-Strike games have you played?
It was 1.6.
How many hours do you think you have, like across all the Counter-Strike games?
About 900 or something.
What is your current rank and what is your peak rank?
Yeah, I reached it got level 7 atmos that phase. And firmware, I don't really play firmware 4K or something. I usually play it on my account.
Do you think you deserve that rank? Why or why not?
I think I deserve it. I'm
Okay.
the 7th. Yeah, I reached South Africa.
Do you have a warm-up routine? If you do, what is it?
If I like locked in or like try now win something, I just warm up like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And if I just wanna enjoy game, I just hop on and just kill.
What stands out about this game to you compared to other video games and other first-person shooters?
Counter Strike has strafing like this. Strafing is really important and teamwork is key. We must go together or defend together. Yeah, retake or something like that routine. Yeah, I like that. I like about that.
What is the most intimidating thing for a new player when they get into their matches, and how discouraging are these aspects of the game?
It's not like at first you think like people must know aiming, but for me like understanding the game and what's going on the map. There's guy coming, so I should timing him, kill him, or just I should plant the bomb here if there's no one there. Just understand the game is really important for me.
Okay.
And use your mind. Be smart.
Yeah, as I've been coaching some new players and stuff, I've been realizing just like how much I kind of forget I had to learn. You know, like you said with the bomb planning, like I wouldn't think about that now. If I'm thinking it's something, if I want to make a video, and I'm like, oh, this is something you need to learn. I don't think about that. What is the most important aspect of the game in your opinion?
Oh, I mean, it's like understanding the game and just know what to do. You should, and you don't want to go there and I will just sit here and not do something my teammate does until my teammate does something. You just have to know I just go here and take this place, hot this angle, and do this for my team, like something like that. And I must get this better angle to when this do it. Yeah, understanding the game and knowing what to do something in your matches.
Yeah.
That's really important for me.
What has been your favorite Counter-Strike meta or era of play?
I checked the CSGO, yeah, CSGO. That's you can see CSGO Legacy right now, and if you try it, it's really so smooth. But graphics are really bad and mechanisms are mechanisms in CSGO is lucky bit because they are fixing game every day, every year, and CSGO is rotting and becoming art. But it actually feels really smooth and better to aim, yeah, it feels actually better.
What is your favorite Counter-Strike clip?
It excuse is catch war round, do you know that?
I think there's one in Z. Care. I'm sitting in the smoke.
I'm gonna molly him then.
Okay. Okay. I just got mollied. I think they mollied me. Where did your molly hit?
I didn't throw it yet. Want me to throw it?
Yeah. Okay, I'm blind. They just fucking threw a fucking perfect flash at me. These guys like know right where I'm at.
What is your go-to gun?
AK, of course.
AK?
Yeah. It is really good. I just use my utility to get better position. Yeah, better timing.
What's your favorite skin?
I just like it. I think I take AK-47 that part.
What's one piece of advice you would have for a player that started today?
Yeah, just learn the game, watch Rob them and see what they're going to do, and don't just sit there and blame. Don't blame on your teammates. Just don't be angry. Just work on it. If they done something, just I don't know. Don't my vocabulary is really bad. Don't just blame. Don't just blame your teammates. Just say kill them next time and something like that. Work with your teammates, and if they drop something, some utility, just drop it. You might not use it. Just drop gun. Yeah. That's the key to win.
What is your username?
Propernator.
Across Counter-Strike games, how many hours do you have, and what Counter-Strike games have you played?
Started with 1.6 in like 2011. Played like non-Steam. On Steam I have probably like 700 hours in that. Then I played a little bit of Source for like 100 or 200 hours. And then I started with CSGO since it came out in 2012, and I have on this account 9.4k hours, on the second account a little bit over 1k. So basically like 10k.
Did you have a lot of first-person shooter experience before playing Counter-Strike? And if you did, was it on PC?
Nah, I basically CS was my like first person shooter game, and prior to that I just had a PS2 where I played San Andreas and some other games.
Do you have a favorite map?
Yeah, that's two. This one here.
Before being able to play Premier, you had to get to level 10. Did you find this difficult? And after, did you feel like you were ready to play Premier or face it?
Wait, level 10? Like that one. Oh, you didn't have to do that one. Like back in the day, you just like go hop in matchmaking and just play. You didn't have to have a rank. I think they introduced it only, I don't know when they introduced it, but by the time they did it, I had Prime and like everything else, so I didn't have to get a level. I was already ready to go.
What is your current rank and what is your peak rank?
Face it, in CSGO my peak was 2.6k elo, which arguably in CSGO was way harder to get than in CS2. In CS2 I haven't played Face it at all. I legit have like 4 matches maybe. On Premier my peak was, I think, like very close to 28k, but I usually get red rank and then I kind of go back to like 20, 21, 22, 23 because it's more fun. There's more talkative people there and less tryhards. So currently I have 21, 22 between that.
Do you think you deserve that rank? Why or why not?
Oh, I just want to be here, so like I'm happy with this rank. I could, like, if I really wanted to try, I could get back to red rank, but I just keep myself here because it's the best rank in my opinion.
Do you have a warm-up routine? If you do, what is it?
Nah, I literally just start a stream and just go play the game. I'm not try hard like that. Although new season coming out soon, so maybe I'll hop in that match for 5 minutes, but that's also not confirmed. Might do it.
What stands out about this game to you compared to other video games and other first-person shooters?
I think the realistic aspect of the game, kinda. It's so simple that it's so appealing to a lot of people, and that's like my biggest appeal to the game as well. I don't know, there's no like extras, it's just as simple as it gets. That's what I love about it.
What is the most intimidating thing for a new player when they get into their matches, and how discouraging are these aspects of the game?
Probably the spray control, maybe, I would say. Or I don't know what else could be. I guess yeah, callouts as well a little bit, but lineups I don't agree, because like if you just start playing the game, I don't think you need to have any nades at all. You just like focus on learning the maps, focus on improving your aim, learning the spray control, and then you can start getting into it. Oh yeah, I don't know a single lineup personally. I literally just I know one lineup in Inferno for like CT smoke. That's it, and I made it to 28k. So,
What is the most important aspect of the game in your opinion?
um, I mean, aim brings you very far in this game if your aim is just good, especially if you can adapt to the new CS2 system of where you have like peekers advantage instead of like in CS:GO you could like hold angles and kill people. Here, if you just like run, peek, kill, if you learn that, big advantage. Second one probably game sense, and yeah, like nades, I'm still leaving it behind because that's more for like team play, for playing with your friends or a team. That's where it comes more in like play. But yeah, probably just again, just aim. Aim brings you far in this game, even if you don't understand much.
What has been your favorite Counter-Strike meta or era of play?
Oh shit. Okay. Meta. That's a good question. I've played since the start of CS:GO, so there's been a lot of crazy things going on. I really enjoyed the meta when you could like jump scout and kill people with that. That was so much fun. I was playing it, yeah, and that was like in the game for a very long time. So jump scouting was cool, and back when like when you scoped in with the op, you didn't like have that slow down. You didn't like slow down. You could kind of just walk the same as if you're not. Yeah, the Kenny's nerf basically. Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. Op was actually fun back then. So I would say those two. Yeah.
What is your favorite Counter-Strike clip?
Favorite Counter-Strike clip? Ooh. Oh man, there's so many good clips out there, bro. And I can't even think of one right now. I mean, I literally just like before you called me, I saw like an old clip of Anomaly opening up a knife.
Thank you, memes, man.
I mean, those are absolute classics, but pro play clips, first thing that comes in mind is like the happy Deagle ace in Inferno. I don't know, some simple plays too. Yeah, that's a tough question. I don't really have a favorite clip. There's way too many good ones to just like take one out.
What is your go-to gun?
Ooh, honestly, kind of depends on the day, but I really like playing the scout still, even though you can jump scout. It's still a lot of fun because it's cheap and it's like an op, but you can just run with it all the time because you're so like agile with it, and match it with the eagle, and that's like the dream setup for me.
Do you have a favorite skin?
Not really, but I really like my AK-47 with the prop craft on it. I think it's clean. It's stat track red laminate with like prop craft on it, with like a reason sticker on it. I also really like Op Meta War too, with a certain sticker craft on as well. I have a lot of skins that are I don't know, very old that I've made myself or unboxed myself that I enjoy. So yeah.
What's one piece of advice you would have for a player that started today?
I don't know, find a different game. No, I'm just kidding. One piece of advice. I don't know. I guess just play the game. And honestly, like when I kind of started playing the game, I sort of found some friends to play with, which made it way more fun. So probably, I don't know, if you're planning on playing, get some friends. You'll learn the game easier that way because you'll enjoy the game easier. For me, I only play solo because it's for content purposes, but if I had to play solo off stream or not for like videos, I would probably never play this game because it's nothing like it used to be for me. Like, sure, a lot of people are getting into the game, they like enjoy it and it's cool, but they have no idea what they missed out in the last 10 years before they got into the game. There's a lot of fun content and things and moments.
What is your username?
So my username is Cegu hyphen or dash, whatever you prefer. Most people just call me Cegu, but it was actually kind of funny because when I was a kid, I was trying to spell Sega, but I guess I just butchered it really bad and I put a C instead of an S and a U at the end. But yeah, that's Cegu.
Across Counter-Strike games, how many hours do you have, and what Counter-Strike games have you played?
So I started with CS:GO, and then went into CS2 obviously when the Switch changed. In CS:GO, I had around 2,000 hours, and then in CS2 I run 2,000 hours as well. I also started in late 2021. I started watching the professional scene, and then it kind of just snowballed from there.
Did you have a lot of first-person shooter experience before playing Counter-Strike? And if you did, was it on PC?
It was on PC. It's kind of funny because I really tried. I really wanted to get into Fortnite. I really wanted to be really good at that. So I learned like the basics of aiming, building, and stuff like that. But it wasn't really. It wouldn't transfer to other games I would play. Like I'd play Overwatch or Call of Duty, and I would just suck. And I'm like, why am I not getting better? So then the next step was, okay, what's the hardest aiming game? And two options came up. One was Rainbow Six Siege, and the other one was Counter-Strike. And I was like, Counter-Strike looks old and whack. I'm not playing that one. So I tried Siege for about 400 hours, and eventually it kind of got a little boring. Like I hit, oh man, I don't remember, Diamond or something like that, and I didn't know what to do. So I was like, this esports scene of it, it's kind of not my thing. I might as well just watch some CS. And it was like right when Astralis was becoming worse. But I liked watching them play, so I was like, man, whatever, this is cool. I'll start playing Counter-Strike. And so eventually I started learning about crosshair placement and spray control and all this stuff, and I was like, wait, I actually want to get really good at this. That's my FPS experience.
Do you have a favorite map?
I do have a favorite map. It's not this one, but I do like this. Our team, we're in open 910 right now, but our team that we're playing, we do all the dust maps. So like Dust 2, Mirage, and Anubis. My favorite map is Mirage, which I'm very basic, and it's kind of funny because most Faceit players just queue Mirage, but it's just the map I have the most time in. But I love Anubis, probably the same amount. So
Before being able to play Premier, you had to get to level 10. Did you find this difficult? And after, did you feel like you were ready to play Premier or Faceit?
like initially when I jumped into the game, no, I didn't even know what Faceit or any of that was. I actually played most of like for maybe 800 hours in Wingman before I even started doing stuff. So I don't even remember my name back then, but there's a picture of my profile, and I took a picture when I hit Gold Nova 4, and I remember I was like, I think I'm ready to get a competitive rank. So then I queued my 10 matches or 5, whatever it was, and I got a rank, and it was Silver 3. And then I was like, dude, this is baller, because I had some friends that would play, and they were like Silver Elite Master. I was like, I can get there. And I just remember grinding matchmaking until I got to Silver Elite Master. But it took a while, so like 800 hours before I started like actually enjoying 5v5. It was just a lot of time, obviously.
What is your current rank and what is your peak rank?
Okay, so in Premier, my rank right now is 28,435, and I think the peak of my Premier rank is 29,500. And then in Faceit, I'm level 10 right now. I think I'm 2,360, and my peak is 2,808. I'm pretty sure.
Do you think you deserve that rank? Why or why not?
I think I do deserve. Maybe not my Premier rank, just because it's harder to gauge whether someone's cheating or not. And sometimes I'm just getting dumpstered, and I'm just like, okay, is this guy cheating, or is this guy just way better than me? I think in Faceit, I do deserve this rank. I think if I was 2,800, I would probably say no. There's just a skill. I mean, I usually hover around 2,500. But not to say I'm like God's gift to Counter-Strike, but I am definitely way better than a low elo 10 versus, I mean, if someone's challenger, they are very much better than me.
Do you have a warm-up routine? If you do, what is it?
I used to not just warm up. I used to just go straight into the game and bottom frag, and then the next game top frag. But now I've been doing a lot of refrag, which has helped. It just basically, you link your profile and it sees based on the stats of your last game what you've been doing bad versus what you've been doing good, and then it builds you a routine based on your weaknesses. So like my enemy spotted was very low, or my headshot percentage is lower than my level, So basically, it gives you curated playlists to help those things out. So mostly refrag now. My IGL has me doing some on refrag, some of these opping warm-ups, which basically is just like reaction time stuff, like hitting the double doors op shot, or hitting beating the timing window to kill the guy mid on Mirage, stuff like that. So it's not in the sense of like you have to do a certain warm-up routine to be considered like, oh yeah, I'm warmed up right now. Basically, it's just finding out how you get used to your mouse, because imagine you're clicking a mouse all day at work, and you're like, you get home and you're like, I want to play some video games, but then your wrist is already sore. It's like, maybe you don't actually warm up by doing aimbots or something. Maybe you need to massage your wrist for a little bit and put it under some cold water or something like that. But yeah, that's my warm routine.
What stands out about this game to you compared to other video games and other first-person shooters?
I think for this game especially, the skill ceiling just keeps getting higher and higher. I mean, like, you look at pro play from like 2 years ago, and it's high, right? For sure, it's high. But now, or even like, let me say it like this: you look at the Astralis era back then. Astralis is a really good team, that like the best. They have like four majors. Nowadays, would that Astralis beat people now? Probably not, because the skill ceiling of this game just keeps getting higher and higher. Like, you look at the number of level 10s there are now, it's like these people know the fundamentals of the game. They know how to shoot. It's just the one thing that they're doing right, or the one thing that they're doing wrong, that loses them the games. But it's not in the sense of like other games don't have a high skill ceiling. I think that this one just keeps rising at a faster pace than like a Rainbow Six Siege or a Fortnite. And someone in Fortnite might get mad at me, but dude, I can't edit fast anymore in Fortnite. I mean, I haven't played in a while, but I just think that this game, there's something special about how people, especially like younger people, like a Donk or a Kiyasuke, who are just prodigies. I mean, if they're growing up at like 5 years old playing Counter-Strike, just imagine that kid, how good he's going to be when he's 16.
What is the most intimidating thing for a new player when they get into their matches, and how discouraging are these aspects of the game?
I think the most intimidating thing, obviously, is knowing callouts and figuring out the aiming mechanics. Like, this game, I will say what makes it unique from a Rainbow Six or a Call of Duty is that the aiming mechanics are not, they're not the usual aiming mechanics that most games have. Like the idea of like bloom or running and accuracy, like stuff like that. Like, this game takes a different set of muscles, and especially muscle memory, to get into. Because I mean, some would argue like if you run with the MP9, you're playing Call of Duty or something, But especially for this game, just getting time and hours of developing, knowing the map, finding a good routine to practice your aim. Because some people, when they just go into aimbots and they just shoot, right, for the longest time. But like, one of the things that's really helped me is actually not even going into that, like just going into an empty map and then just looking at where my crosshair is. So like, if we're aiming here, right, it's just looking at where I can find the enemies and where they usually would be and how they've killed me before. I think that can really help younger, newer players that want to rank up. Obviously, it takes time, unless you're Donk or Malio or someone crazy. But yeah, I think the daunting part is actually the most fun, because then you start to reap the rewards when you start to get those principles down.
What is the most important aspect of the game in your opinion?
Okay, so here I think this is what makes me level 10, because I'm not a crazy aimer. I've gotten a lot better at it, but there are some level 10s that I look at their crosshair placement, I look at their just time to damage or their head accuracy, and I'm just like, bro, I can't do that. And I'm like young, I'm 20, and I feel like, man, these guys are hitting like 200 millisecond shots. Why can't I do that? But I think the biggest thing is game sense. And game sense, in the sense, where that's gonna carry you throughout whatever rank you're gonna be at. Because if you just are an aimer, sometimes you'll just peak at like high level 9, or you're very inconsistent level 10, where you can hit the shots, right? But like if you're not leading your team, you're gonna see your impact rating be like, you know, your round swing is gonna be in the negatives, like -4, -3, and you're gonna be like, what? I got 30 kills that game. You know, why am I not getting this high impact like this other guy? But it's more than just getting kills, right? It's actually setting up the team as a whole to play to win. Because like obviously like you hear these people like, oh, this guy's baiting, you know, this guy's doing all this stuff, but like it's so true. It's like if you have a play style that is like baiting people, and maybe that's not even something that you know, where a coach or someone who is higher level can point that out to you, that can really help your development. So definitely getting game, like a way to develop game sense obviously is playing, but the second is like watch some demos, watch some of your games to figure out where your blind spots are, or have people who are higher elo just ask them, hey, like where do you see this? And I think those people who really want to play well, they will ask for criticism and other people's opinion and try their best to change that. Because when they change that, then you become one of those scary face of demons where people are like, hey, I want to queue with that guy because he clearly deserves to be in that rank.
What has been your favorite Counter-Strike meta or era of play?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, okay, that's great because I actually love this update. I think the newest meta that I love about this game has to be the reloading. Not only has it made me better, I thought it was gonna take a while for me to transition to be like, all right, how many bullets do I have? But actually, it's made me focus on how many bullets I'm actually using, and actually, it's made my gunplay way better. I know like when CS2 started, the meta of the smokes getting blown up, like people weren't really throwing grenades or doing stuff to blow up in the smokes. They're treating it like CS:GO smokes. But especially for this now, you can it kind of encourages those plays to blow up in the smokes, to abuse the smoke meta that's in CS2, but it also makes it competitive because you're not just spamming your whole magazine into the smokes, but you have to like be conscious. Oh wow, I only have 3 magazines left. I should not, you know, just MP9 spam or something. I mean, obviously it happens still, but I think this era of Counter-Strike, again, the skill ceiling is just raising it because it's making it harder on the individuals.
What is your favorite Counter-Strike clip?
I have some clips. I think my favorite clip of all time is Twists. I think it's a 2022 Katowice tournament. I forget what it was, but I know it's Navi versus FaZe, and it's where Twist jumps from the silo, kills, I think it's Electronic in Africa. He jumps down, he kills the other Navi player in Mini, and then they win because that whole series just crazy. Both teams have 2 maps. It's literally do or die. I love the story behind it. I know like Counter-Strike, they do that field of view, or ESL does that field of view documentaries. It's on one of those documentaries, and I love watching that just because that clip was just insane to experience.
What is your go-to gun?
So for like, I'm not even joking, for probably 3,500 hours, I was just rifle exclusive. So M4A1, AK, M4A4. Not really an AUG or SG person, but it'd just be rifles. That would be my best stat, was like consistently getting like per game like 1.5 KD or something with the rifle. And then I played a season. It was just a like have fun type of season with some guys, and I was like, I want to op. So for those league matches, I would op, and then I realized I was like, man, this is kind of sick. So I would say nowadays, I love opping, dude. I know it's like you get that You got that player who's like, I'm going window. I'm gonna opt only this, this whole game. But seriously, I think it's because I haven't played it at a higher caliber ever. Getting to be in positions where I get to use the op now, it's like, okay, I have some skill to back it up, but when I hit those crazy shots, that feels way better than doing like an AK spray down or something like that.
What's your favorite skin?
Dude, okay, my favorite skin, I'll give you two. My favorite skin for the weapon that I use the most now is the op gun gear. I don't own one, but it would be so sick to own one, dude. I mean, it's like, what, $14,000 or something like that? I mean, I don't have that money to spend on CS, but every time I get, like, last night, we had a little, what was it? We had a little scrim that we were playing, and on the other team, the guy had a gun here, and I was like, every round, I would kill him or something. I would literally go out of my way to go grab the op and his skin on it, just because he had the gun gear on. And then the next would be the Wild Lotus AK-47. I just think that's the best AK that's ever been made. I mean, some people be like the Vulcan or something along those lines though, but I think the Wild Lotus is just so aesthetic. Stickers go well on it. Yeah.
What's one piece of advice you would have for a player that started today?
I would say, first of all, buy Prime. Okay, don't play free to play. All right. I know it might be fun initially, but less cheaters, obviously. But just enjoy the game, just for a little bit. Like, it's really satisfying when you start just organically and you learn the fundamentals and you start to look at, even it's a good test because not only is it showing you how to play the game better, but it actually helps you in life because you see certain things that you're doing in game and you're like, oh, how can I change that? How can I be better in this certain way, even if it's just a little bit? That snowballs into real life as well, where you're like, you know what, like maybe I could think about this in real life as well. But enjoying the game is 100% the way to go. Obviously it can be frustrating. I mean, I've smacked my table a couple of times, but yeah, just enjoying the game. And then for improving in general, I would say just practice what you think is the worst part of your gameplay. So like for me right now, the worst part of my gameplay is my first bullet accuracy. I need to get better at that, so I need to deduce, all right, what do the pros do when they practice this, or what's comfortable for me. I think another thing too that even in our team that we've been doing is just tension control on your mouse. Like the way you're holding it, are you straining your hand while you're playing? What kind of grip are you doing? Like, imagine like you're playing a really high sensitivity and you're holding your mouse like all the way up in the front, like you're gonna overshoot or undershoot most of the time, because you're actually at a disadvantage. I remember I was coaching one of my friends and he was asking like, sometimes I hit the craziest shots, but it's just sometimes I'm just a complete bot. And I was like, all right, dude, get on FaceTime. We're gonna see what's wrong with your hand placement. And he was doing that same exact thing. He was his palm grip was all the way like in the middle of the mouse, and he was clawing it, and his sensitivity was just really high. I was like, all right, dude, let's try another comfortable grip so we can complement your sensitivity, and then we'll figure that out later. And that was a moment where he had to get used to it, but in the long run, that really helped him. And I think that's for any FPS game, because once you get used to that, then it kind of transfers to every game that you play.
Thanks for watching the video. I had a lot of fun making it, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions on other videos that you may want to see. And as always, it's been Torque, and I'll see you in matchmaking.